All right, next segment. This was brought to us by Andy Paps. And you think it's an easy question. I'm going to let it roll. All right. CM Punk, Hulk Hogan. Hear me out. Which one was worse? CM Punk's run in AEW or Hulk Hogan's run and Impact Wrestling? Now, you said off air this was an easy choice.
Yeah.
I want you to go first. Tag to you.
I think easily CM Punk was the worst of the two. Hulk Hogan may have been being a shitbag, but from all we can tell, so was CM Punk. And only one of the two of them got in a fight, let alone multiple fights.
That is true. All right.
And was his own direct leak to the dirt sheets to create problems for himself.
Well, Hulk's been doing that for years, though.
Yeah, but Hulk wasn't doing it and creating problems for himself. He was doing it and helping himself.
That's
Punk
true.
was literally doing it and creating his own drama. He leaked the Jack Perry window spot through dirt sheets, and then that comes back to bite him in the end. Come on.
All right.
Hogan was smarter.
Hogan's definitely smarter. We can give Hogan that. We'll give the point to Hogan is smarter. So you think Punk is worse? Now let me throw you a little curveball here. Hulk Hogan, he didn't self-sabotage, but AEW is so much bigger that they could have fired him a long ago. Impact was so afraid to lose Hulk Hogan. So
because Hulk Hogan was a legitimate draw.
Yeah, he's a little bit draw. Not only that, but he gets the television deals, he gets sponsorships, he gets everything.
Let's be honest. You bring Hulk Hogan on TV today, Hulk Hogan is as big a draw as CM Punk is as an individual to wrestling fans. Probably. And we all know he can't go at all.
Yeah. Because, like, my thing is, Impact was a little bit smaller, and they didn't recover from Hogan. That's my only thing. There's the difference, you know? Like, and I guess maybe that's not a Hulk Hogan thing as much of a Dixie Carter thing. Where, like, I don't think CM Punk is going to hurt AEW at all. I think it's going to hurt very little. I think...
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you wait until it's a big, successful number two that's acknowledged at a higher level than, in my opinion, TNA ever was.
Yeah.
And has been for at least a year, I'd say, has been a higher level than TNA ever was.
So you're saying Hulk Hogan took bigger risks?
I think Hulk Hogan took a much bigger risk.
I can kind of agree with that. So I guess the only thing that Punk's got going for him is that he didn't damage AEW. And we don't know this going forward, but I'm willing to bet a pizza on it that AEW is going to be the same. I mean, WWE fans are going to be like, oh, in July of 2001, they didn't draw as much as fucking August 2067. But I don't think they're going to miss a beat. I don't think he had anything help with the UK. I honestly don't. Tony, before all this even went down, said with or without CM Punk, Collision is happening. And then I was like, and two, like, one big thing is like, Hulk Hogan was more of a star without well-known worldwide names. Where CM Punk fans and CM Punk try to say they're the only star. And then you're like, well, what about Moxley? What about Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan is a way bigger star than CM Punk. The only difference is he doesn't get the headlines because he's not a piece of shit. So
Daniel and I was pretty delighted to hear that Tony Khan told his father, he was like, yeah, if anything happens to me, put Bryan in charge of everything.
Yeah. His dad's like, dude, if you fucking die, I'm just gonna fucking sell this off to Vince. I don't know. I'm just being mean-spirited, but it's like, oh man, my fucking son died. Oh, I'm super sad. Daniel Bryan, you in charge? No, dude, I'm just gonna fucking sell this thing off, man. I don't know, maybe not, especially if it was his son's dream and all that. So, all right. So, question to you, YouTube and podcasters, feel free to hit us up at Twitter at KocoSports. CM Punk, Hulk Hogan, who is worse for the company? Because we can both say I think universally everyone can say Hulk Hogan was bad for Impact. I think everyone can say that.
let me ask one question. I wasn't
right.
watching Impact as actively as you, as we
Okay.
all know. Was Hogan ever doing jobber matches, like with jobbers? Like, was he working with guys who were basically nobody before he worked with them? Was that
No,
happening?
he was kind of more. I don't even know if I don't remember him wrestling that much. He was kind of more of a celebrity host all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. He might have wrestled.
So
If he did
basically,
wrestle, it's kind of like I don't remember because the last time I remember Hulk Hogan wrestling was probably WWE runs. No, he did wrestle. It was just shit. It was just
just to
shit.
double check though, from what you're saying, Hogan was on the screen a lot as almost a host personality,
Mm-hmm.
almost as though he was the main thing drawing people to the show.
Yeah, and the big thing that Hulk Hogan had,
Punk wasn't doing that.
you know, and I'm not pro Hogan, but the one thing that Hogan did have a benefit of is that the TV deals went through the roof overseas. I think that was the most important thing that Hulk Hogan brought. Like when they went around and said, "Hey, we're Impact Wrestling," he's like, "Oh, we don't give a fuck." I'm like, we're Impact Wrestling with Hulk Hogan. Oh, come on in. So Hulk Hogan opened up plenty of doors. Where I don't think CM Punk opened up any doors for AEW. I think the people that opened up doors for AEW was Chris Jericho, and I think the Elite, Cody Rhodes. You know, honestly, dude, if you're gonna compare roles, Chris Jericho had way more to do with AEW's success than Punk ever did.
Oh yeah, undeniable. Jericho was the first major guy to take the risk.
Fine. All right. So final decision. Who was worse, Punk or Hulk? Impact, AEW, their effects on.
I think Punk was worse. He brought less and brought more negative.
You know, I tried to be a counter here, but I think you might be right. I think
he brought Raccoon. Less to the table overall for what the company needed. He brought less to the table. And in terms of negatives he brought to the table, he brought a lot of negatives. Publicity-wise, he brought a lot of negative press.
And thanks to Andy Paps, he's on our YouTube and a Twitch. He's been part of the internet industry for a while. Feel free to ask us questions. Me and Raccoon will answer them. Next segment.